Hey, what's up everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week I'm going to be breaking down UFC Vegas 60, Sandhagen vs. Song. It's going to be a pretty good fight card. It's got a lot of veteran fights on it that I like. I got one solid bet in so far, and I got a lot of spots I'm looking at. Also, I promise this will be the last video I ever do from this camera. I will be using my laptop after this. I just wanted to get it all worked out, figured out, so I didn't record a video and take a ton of time doing it and not know how to even post it and all that. So I will have all that worked out by the next one. Before we do a quick recap of UFC 279, I am going to announce that I'm going to be doing a drawing this week on this video. You need to comment on this video. You need to give me a 3-fight parlay with the odds that parlay pays, and whoever hits the 3-fight parlay with the best odds on it is going to win these 3 cards. And this is for everybody helping me get up to 1,000 subscribers, commenting, and just helping my channel out every time I post a video. So whoever gets this right, whoever hits the 3-fight parlay that pays out the best odds, and if 2 people have the same one, obviously it would go to whoever has the first one. That'd be very rare if somebody has the same 3-fight parlay, and it has to win too. So here's the 3 cards that you will win if you put the right 3-fight parlay that pays the most. First one is Rodrigo Nogueira autograph card, and these are all legends because I'm an old school guy. I love all these old school fighters. The second one is a Frankie Edgar autograph card. And the third one is one of my favorites, Glover Teixeira autograph card. Whoever hits this 3-fight parlay with the best odds will get the 3 cards. And this, like I said, is an appreciation for you guys always helping me out, commenting, liking my stuff and all that. So good luck to everybody, and whoever wins, you just give me your send me your email or send me your address on Instagram, and I'll get it sent out to you. We're gonna do this quick UFC 279 recap. On 279, man, I went 4-3 on my bets for plus 3.3 units. It's a good night, you know. I'll take that win. It should have been better. Judges got me again, but my 4 winning bets. First winning bet was the weeks over 2.5 rounds. I got 1.7 units on that, and that was an easy fight. I mean, nobody even got hurt. Nobody got nothing. It's just like Darian Weeks fights. A lot of feints, a lot of low output, and not a lot of power, and he doesn't really get hit clean too much. Second winning bet was Almeida under 1.5 rounds. I won 1.5 units on that, and that worked out perfect. He took down the Pleasure Man and was able to choke him out there in that first round towards the end of it after he kind of, just wore him down. So another good win. Third winning bet, Johnny Walker at plus 180, easy money. That was easy money. I won 2.5 units on that, and got him at plus 180, man. And it was a step down in competition. He's way bigger, way more powerful. All the stuff I said before, all worked out. Fourth winning bet was Julian Erosa at plus 190, plus 2.5 units on that win. And yeah, man, I really like that. I told everybody about Julian Erosa and how Dawodu is more of an average fighter, man. I mean, not to say Erosa ain't a mid-level fighter, but he's got a lot more ways to win. He had the grappling advantage. He was way bigger. But yeah, I love that win, man. All right, 3 losing bets. Chad and Helliger. I lost 1.3 units on him. And yeah, man, he just got hit real hard a couple times in that first round and just was gun shy. He didn't want to get hit after that. He didn't really want to exchange, get into too many exchanges. So yeah, bad bet on that. Second losing bet, I had Jingliang Li. I had him at plus 135. I lost 1.2 units, and everybody knows he won. If you go look on Verdict, on Instagram or anywhere, or their website, they had him winning all 3 rounds. The computer did on Verdict. So yeah, I mean, that was a robbery to me. I should have been 5-2 on my bets for plus 6.1 units, $610, but it is what it is. Third losing bet, and here's another thing too. I only put in that Jing Liang bet, and then I only put in this parlay because my other parlay got busted, and then I had to cash out the Kevin Holland under. So I went back to the casino Saturday morning and put in 3 bets. The weeks over, which hit, and then I lost the Jing Liang bet, which would have never been in, which should have won, and then I lost this parlay, which was Almeida, Kamzat, and fucking Collier, man. He almost had Barnett out of there a couple times in the first round and blew his load trying to freaking get him out of there. And yeah, man, you seen what happened. That was terrible. Otherwise, that parlay would have hit. The parlay I had in before that would have hit, I'm sure, which would have been, Jing Liang over Tony Ferguson, which we seen Jing Liang would have definitely won that. Then I had Kamzat over Diaz. We seen he would have definitely won that. And then I had Norma Dumont on there, and she won. So yeah, man, that them 3 fights getting mixed up really messed up my bets. I could have been like 6-1 on my bets if not for putting in these too late bets. So but yeah, man, it is what it is. That brings my official bet record to 144 and 103 for plus 50.2 units. My units are $100, so I'm finally up to $5,000, and I'm finally up to 50 units. Broke that little barrier, and now I'm gonna add on to it every week. I'm gonna try to get up to as close as I can to 100 units by the end of the year. Yeah, man, that was a good week. That was another winning week. I think I've won 6 out of 7, and my only losing week wouldn't have been a losing week if Bruno Silva would have won. So been killing it, been doing good, and we're just going to keep adding on to it this week and then take this nice little break we're going to get for a week off. I love it, man. Go do something with my family, and it's going to be a good time. So let's get into it. First fight is in the women's strawweight division. We got Loma Lookboonmee versus Denise Gomes. Loma Lookboonmee 6-3, currently sitting at minus 277. Denise Gomes is 6-1, currently sitting at plus 209. And this should be a decent women's fight. Both these girls like to strike. Loma Lookboonmee has a little more wrestling. Not wrestling, really her trips from her Muay Thai clinch. Excellent. Lookboonmee has excellent Muay Thai, excellent clinch with strikes and sweeps, like I was saying. Nice leg kicks and push kicks. Good takedown defense. Pretty good boxing. Her hands aren't as good as her feet, but she does throw a lot of kicks. But she's just not really all that powerful. Like, she's never gonna finish a girl. She doesn't get finished. She's very tough, but she's low output at times. She can be out wrestled by really good wrestlers. Slows down as the fight goes. Doesn't have much power, and she's really small for the division. She used to fight at atom weight. She's just 5'1", 6'2", with a 62-inch reach, where Denise Gomes is 5'2" with a 63-inch reach. So she's not much bigger in this fight, but usually she's at a size disadvantage. Denise Gomes, nice powerful leg kicks, nice boxing with good power. Really nice right uppercut. She's fought really low-level competition, though. She throws decent boxing combos, and she's got 4 wins by KO. 4 wins by KO out of her 6 wins. So that's a pretty good winning percentage, but like I said, she's fighting lower-level girls. She's on short notice. She has suspect takedown defense, suspect BJJ, and get-up game. All 6 of her wins are in the last year and a half. She really just started MMA. She's still good, though. Still good, 6-1 record, and she's only 22 years old. But she's coming in on short notice, fighting a really experienced girl, and she's just going to be out of her league here. So I'm going to take Loma Lookboonmee. I'm going to take her by decision, and I really do like the line on her. I'm going to see about maybe throwing her in a parlay. I don't even want to do no parlays. I'd really be looking at the over in this fight. We'll see what them lines come out at. Next fight's in the men's bantamweight division. We got Tony Gravely versus Javid Basharat. Tony Gravely is 23-7, currently sitting at plus 155. Javid Basharat is 12-0, currently sitting at minus 180. This is going to be a really good fight, man. I like both of these fighters, like a lot. They're both super well-rounded, and they both fought some pretty decent competition and done good against all of them. Tony Gravely, man, you've seen him fight a lot in the UFC. Excellent wrestling. He's got really good top control. He's got good ground and pound. He's got pretty good submission defense. He's got a couple submissions on his record, on his loss record, but he showed good submission defense. Even in his fight against Simon Oliveira, man, he was in a guillotine a couple times, really tight, and fought out of them, so that's good. He's finished the last 10 of his last 12 with 8 KO. KO power and left hook and the right overhand and the right uppercut. You've seen him hit Munoz with that right uppercut last fight. So he's a really well-rounded wrestler with KO power, man. The dude's good. Excellent body lock takedowns and double leg takedowns. Just really well-rounded, tough fighter with good cardio. The only bad things about him is he's got, like I said, that suspect sub defense, because he has been subbed a couple times in his career. He's got low-level competition wins in the UFC. He does have a loss to Brett Johns, which, is not a bad loss. Brett Johns is good. And then he had that knockout loss to Nate Manez. But he puts himself into a lot of sub attempts. Javid Basharat, man, this dude is really well-rounded, a really good prospect coming out of England. Really nice forward pressure striking, excellent step in knees and knees in the clinch, which I think could help him here a lot. Might work a lot for him in this fight. Really nice variety of kicks and spin kicks with power. Really good offensive and defensive wrestling and grappling. He's got a lot of submissions on his record. Seems to just be really strong, really powerful, really fast, explosive, everything you really want in a fighter. Finished 11-12 wins, 6 KOs, or 6 subs, 5 KO. Just clean, man. You see him, he looked good on the Contender Series fight. He looked really good against Trevin Jones in his UFC debut fight, man. The only thing I've seen about him is he can be hittable, and he's never fought a wrestler to me that's as good of a wrestler as Tony Gravely is here. So we're going to find out a lot about both these guys, I think, in this one, but more about Basharat, man. At minus 180, that's a pretty big line here going against a really experienced UFC fighter like Gravely. But I'm going to take Basharat. I'm going to take him by a club and sub. He's got really nice step at knees, like I said, for when Gravely shoots in or even hits him with nice knees in the clinch. But yeah, man, I think it's going to be scary. I don't know if I'm going to get and actually bet this fight, because if Gravely is able to out wrestle Basharat, it's going to be a tough night for Basharat. Like, if Gravely's able to get in there right off the bat, start landing some takedowns, get top control, get some ground and pound, he could definitely wear out Basharat and get this decision. It's a big step up in competition for Basharat, man. Tony Gravely's the real deal, so we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to bet this, but I'll be looking at the under or something, but we'll see what these lines come out at. Next fight's in the women's flyweight division. We got Mariya Agapova versus Gillian Rodriguez. Mariya Agapova is 10-3, currently sitting at plus 115. She's on short notice. Gillian Robertson's 10-7, currently sitting at minus 135. And Mariya Agapova, dude, she's like got really good long striking, throws nice combos with both hands, got some really nice kicks, got some really good power. You seen it against Sabina Mazo, man, she was really beating her up. But then you see in her other fights when that doesn't work, she ain't able to get girls out of there right away, or if girls are able to grapple her, man, she kind of falls apart. She's got excellent use of her long limbs and striking, excellent right hook to the body and straight left to the head. That's what she was catching Sabina Mazo with. Really nice movement and feints, power in both hands, and throws and combos. Throws KO power with kicks, punches, and finished 8 out of her 10 fights. Gasses bad when she has to grapple. Suspect takedown defense. Gives up when she gasses. And just being out grappled in the fights that the girls are grappling ain't a good look against Gillian Robertson, because she has really good wrestling. She has excellent BJJ with excellent submissions. She has really good top control. She has good ground and pound where she can hit you with the ground and pound and make you turn into a submission. Fast double and single leg, decent body lock takedowns, excellent at chain wrestling and consistent takedown attempts, which is nice here because she'll shoot like 10, 12, 13 takedowns in a fight if she has to. I don't know if she's as good a grappler as Marina Moroz, who was just able to take Agapova out in that last fight. I don't know if Gillian is as good as her. I really don't think she is. I think Marina Marias, whatever, would beat up Gillian Robertson. Robertson has pretty bad striking. She can be overpowered at times, and if grappling doesn't work, she loses. So here, I'm torn on this fight. I really want to go Agapova, because if she can stop the takedown, she can put a beating on Gillian Robertson. Gillian Robertson's striking is so bad, but if she can, it's only going to take like 2 takedown attempts for Gillian Robertson to get her down, drag a lot of her power out, and then probably end up getting a submission in that first or second round. So I'm gonna. Man, this is really tough. I'm not going to be betting this fight like that, but I could see Agapova knocking out Gillian Robertson. I can see Gillian Robertson getting the submission. So I'm going to go with the grappler here, because I have seen Agapova been getting submitted lately. I'm going to take Gillian Robertson by rear naked choke, and say the second round, I'm going to be looking at the over-under on this, because, they always set girl fights at a pretty good over-under price. So hopefully maybe we can get some plus money on the under, and I'll be betting that. So we'll see. Next fight's in the men's middleweight division. We got Alen Amedovski versus Joseph Pyfer. Alen Amedovski's 8-3, currently sitting at plus 330. Joseph Pyfer's 9-2, currently sitting at minus 420. And it should be a wild fight while it lasts, man. Amedovski, fast hands with KO power in the regional scene. Good forward pressure and aggression, but he's basically just a brawler, man. He really doesn't have like any MMA points. Like, you're like, oh, he's got great boxing, kickboxing, great leg kicks, nothing, none of that. Just a brawler, basically. Doesn't set anything up, has no striking defense, has suspect chin, terrible fight IQ. You've seen he went out against John Phillips, got knocked out in the first like 16 seconds because he got in a brawl with John Phillips right away, and that's the only thing you don't do. And then you've seen him get knocked out by Joseph Holmes with that knee. So, yeah, man, I'm not impressed with Alen Amedovski. No one should be. Joseph Pyfer, on the other hand, man, really good boxing with KO power. He throws power and strength like in everything he does, but he doesn't like go crazy and just off the bat and do it. He picks his shot. He's like calm aggression. I like that. He's got KO power in both hands. He's pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling and grappling. Very powerful guy, but like I said, shows patience and cardio. Excellent jab. I really like this dude. I really like this kid. I think he's tough. He can be hittable, and he hasn't fought the highest level of competition. But I'm taking him all day in this fight. I'm going to take him If he was smart, he would just come out and probably take Amedovski down, not even risk getting in this brawl with him. But I'm sure they'll throw some punches. But Amedovski's chin's weak, so I'm going to take Pyfer by a first-round club and sub. I think that he may be able to just KO him, but I'm gonna call a club and sub. And I mean, he's at minus 400 and something. It's so hard to just bet on him, and he's making his debut, so I'll probably end up just staying away from that fight. Next fight's in the men's middleweight division. We got Anthony Hernandez versus Marc-Andre Barriault. Excuse me. Anthony Hernandez is 9-2, currently sitting at minus 170. Marc-Andre Barriault is 14-5, currently sitting at plus 145. And this is going to be a great fight. Both these dudes very well rounded. Both of them go at it, go from the beginning to the end. They're both pretty much kind of like junkyard dogs a little bit, and it's going to be a very high pace, high pressure fight. Anthony Hernandez, pretty good wrestling. He's got pretty good wrestling. You know, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst, but it's pretty good, man. Really good BJJ and subs. When he gets you to the ground, he's going for sub after sub after sub. That's he's got a great front choke, great anaconda chokes. Very good pace and pressure with wrestling and grappling. Really nice ground and pound and consistent submission attempts. Excellent pressure and cardio, man. He'll just go from one takedown to the next, to one transition to the next, to submission to the next. Man, he's constantly doing something. He can't take a body shot though at all. You've seen Kevin Holland drop him, finish him with a body shot. He's got a finish loss to Marcus Perez by choke, but it was because the body shot set that up. And I want to say that Jung Park actually hurt him with a body shot a little bit too, before he finished Park in that fight later on. He doesn't have the best striking at all. That's why he's constantly going for takedowns and wanting to get the fights to the grounds, because when he's striking, he gets punched in the stomach and then he quits, man. He gets beat up. So he can slow up points in the fight. You've seen in his last fight against Josh Freem, like he looked great, came out really aggressive against the short notice guy in the first round. Then the second round kind of slowed down, and Freem ended up getting on top and took a couple minutes of control time in that round. And then the third round, Hernandez came back when Freem kind of gassed out himself, and Hernandez took over. So not really the greatest look in that fight for him against short notice UFC debutant. Marc-Antonio Barriault, man, I like this dude. Good forward pressure striking, really nice clinch with uppercuts and knees. You've seen what he was doing to Jordan Wright with them, man. That was awesome. Very active striker with nice 1-2. Never been submitted or in pros or amateurs, which is like 26 fights or something like that. Pushes a great pace and takes over on guys late. Works the body very well throughout the fight, and that's one major thing here. I really like this dude, the power bar, man. If he ain't getting put out by a 1-2 by Chidi and Njoku, man, and Njokuani, he's a tough fighter. He's got a suspect takedown defense, which I do expect him to get taken down in that first round in this fight for sure, and be able to fight it up, get back up, keep doing that. He doesn't seem to have one-shot knockout power, and he usually fights pretty close fights. I'm going to take Marc-Antonio Barriault as the underdog in this fight. I'm going to say that in that first round, Hernandez comes out, tries to take him down, tries to get the finish. Barriault, like I said, never been submitted, is going to be able to survive that, and then he's going to be able to take over in that second and third, because he's not going to gas out like Freem did. And when this fight's standing, anytime it's standing, that's all going to be favoring Marc-Antonio Barriault. Has way better striking than Hernandez, and may be able to get him out of here with a body shot in that second or third round. But I'm gonna take him by finish, but I don't know if it's going to be by KO or maybe he gets a sub of his own. You know, like I said, he might get a club and sub. But I like Antonio Barriault in this fight, and I will be betting him. He's plus 145 at my casino, and I will be putting a bet in on him as an underdog pick again. Next fight's in the men's featherweight division. We got Damon Jackson versus Pat Sabatini, the Grappler's Delight, man. Both these dudes, this is going to be a really good fight, too. Like I said, they got some veteran fighters on this card, man, that could have been on that UFC 279 card and made it a little bit better. I feel like they got almost more veterans on this card than they did on that. But, yeah, man, Damon Jackson, 21-4-1, currently sitting at plus 180. Pat Sabatini, 17-3, currently sitting at plus 220. Damon Jackson, man, I really like this guy. You got to like him. You got to like his pace, his pressure. He's always in your face. He's got good wrestling. He's got really good jiu-jitsu, really good transitions. His striking's pretty good, you know. It can definitely improve, but it's pretty good, man, for a wrestler grappler guy. Good pressure on top and transitions, excellent ground and pound and grappling pace, excellent submissions, 14 submissions in his 21 wins. So he's always looking for submissions. Like I said, throws pretty good kicks, got a good pressure pace. The only thing, man, he's got a suspect chin. He's been KO'd 3 times. Some of them are really quick. He can be out grappled himself at times. Pretty slow striking on the feet. if he's fighting somebody that's going to be has really good striking like Ilya Taporia on the feet and he can't get the fight to the ground, he's going to be in trouble. He's 34 years old and he can be taken down so easily. I don't think he minds getting taken down because he likes to grapple, but man, if you watch some of his fights, he can be taken down really easily. Pat Sabatini, man, excellent wrestling. I really like this kid. He's got really good wrestling. He's got really good striking, like a karate background, but really good striking that he uses to set up his wrestling. But his wrestling is top notch, man. Excellent BJJ. He's a Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's got 11 subs on his record. His top control and back control are phenomenal, man. When he gets you to the ground, you usually don't get back up. He uses good ground and pound to transition very smoothly, take your back, get mount, all that. Good striking, good movement, good boxing, single, double leg, and body lock takedowns are sick. This kid's good, man. I've liked every single thing that I've seen about him in all of his fights in the UFC. The only thing I noticed about him, he doesn't offer much of a threat on his feet as far as like a knockout threat or anything like that. But it doesn't seem to matter because it doesn't seem that anybody can stop his wrestling and jiu-jitsu at this point. This is going to be a really good fight. I expect Pat Sabatini to be the one being able to land the takedowns here. That's why I'm going to pick him because I think he's going to be the one landing the takedowns. I think he's the one that's going to be able to take the back and all that. But Damon Jackson's a dog, dude, and I haven't bet Sabatini. I kind of want to, but then I kind of don't. I'm picking Sabatini to win by decision, but it kind of worries me because if you watch Damon Jackson's fight with Mirsad Bektik, man, Bektik dog walks him for 2 rounds as far as taking him down, controlling him, beating him up, almost getting submissions for 2 rounds, and then when he gassed out a little bit in the third, man, Damon Jackson took over and got the finish himself. So that kind of worries me here because Sabatini and Bektik are kind of like the same type of grapplers, except Sabatini has good cardio. But that's the only worrying thing here for me. Damon Jackson is going to be a little bigger. He's got 3 inches of height and 3 inches of reach. So, but I don't know if that's going to matter because they're going to be on the ground for 98% of this fight. So give me Pat Sabatini by decision. No bets or nothing yet. Next fight's in the men's welterweight division. We got Trevin Giles versus Luis Cosce. Trevin Giles 14-4, currently sitting at -210. Luis Cosce 7-1, currently sitting at +175. And yeah, this should be like a good, fun, fast fight. As far as both dudes, going out there putting on a good show. But it's kind of hard to pick, man, because Trevin Giles fighting at welterweight again. This will be his 3rd fight at welterweight, and he's been KO'd both of his welterweight fights, man. His chin has not looked good at welterweight at all after not really getting KO'd his whole career at middleweight. Trevin Giles, man, good boxing with fast hands. He's got good offensive and defensive wrestling and grappling. You've seen against Roman Delice, he was able to hold his own at 185 there with a much bigger guy. Very fast and accurate jabs. Excellent scrambles on the ground. He's got pretty good power, man. He's really fast with really good power when he lets his hands go. He has KO power, like I said, but it hasn't been showing up lately. And he hasn't really been letting his hands go as much as he needs to. He hit Delice a couple good times, but very low output, terrible. Some of the worst fight IQ I've seen out of a fighter in the UFC. He slows way down in the third, and he's been, like I said, been KO'd twice in his 270-pound fights. Luis Cosce, man, he's got really nice striking. I actually rewatched his fight with Pilichnikov that he lost in the UFC, but he gassed himself out trying to get that finish after hurting him a couple times, which we've been seeing out a lot lately. Freaking Jake Collier. But yeah, man, Luis Cosce, really nice striking with power, really nice left hook and check left hook, nice left hook to straight right with power combo. 7 first-round finishes, 5 KO, 2 subs. Seems very powerful and explosive and tough, and he has pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling, but he hasn't used it all that much. He leaves his chin up in firefights in the pocket, and he'll get into a firefight, and he'll leave his chin right up in the air. I don't like that. He slowed way down after 1 round against Sasha last fight, and like I said, he did have Sasha hurt twice and went for the finish and didn't get it and gassed out, but he's really small for 172. He's 5'9" with a 71-inch reach, where Trevin Giles is 6 foot with a 74-inch reach, so he's gonna have 3 inches of height and 3 inches of reach on him. So yeah, man, I just think that Trevin Giles is slick enough to not get KO'd by Cosce in that first round, be able to strike with him, land some big shots of his own, and then we'll use that jab and have that 3 inches of reach, man. That jab is really nice by Giles. And I expect if Giles smarts, which you got to expect in the fight's a smart fight, and I go out there and just get in a firefight, but I expect Giles to maybe even land some wrestling of his own, try and gas out Cosce a little bit, and probably maybe get him out of there in that 3rd round or so. But who knows, man? This is another suspect fight, man. So I'm going to take Trevin Giles by 3rd round finish, but not confident in this fight at all on either side. Because like I said, that Cosce hits hard, dude, and I could see him coming out here and landing a big shot on Giles early when he's trying to like showboat or do whatever he does, man. So probably staying away from that. Next fight's in the men's lightweight division. We got Nikolas Motta versus Cameron VanCamp. Nikolas Motta is 12-4, currently sitting at -240. Cameron VanCamp is 15-6-1, currently sitting at +200. And man, this is gonna be another good fight. These kids are gonna be throwing some shots at each other. You've seen both of them in their last fights, man. That's just how they fight. Nikolas Motta, really nice kickboxing, really nice straight punch combos, excellent left and right hook combos in the pocket. This kid, if you exchange with him in the pocket, you're gonna be in trouble. Like he's really good in the pocket. Excellent counter striking with power combos. Nice fast right hand and body kick with power. A lot of the strikes this kid throws is with power. I like a lot of the stuff he does, man. But he's been finished 5 times in his career, including the Ultimate Fighter. He's very hittable at times, and his chin just doesn't seem to be able to back it up. I've seen him get knocked out pretty early by lower level guys like in Brazil, man. And you've seen Jim Miller knock him out in his last fight. So I like him. I like his striking, but that's really about all he's got is really good hands and some decent kicks. Cameron VanCamp, man, nice boxing with power, good offensive and defensive wrestling, really nice ground and pound with elbows. I've seen him in a couple fights he's had. They look really good, man. His ground game's legit. 9 submissions, 4 KOs is pretty dangerous. 13 finishes out of 15 fights. Nice flying knees, elbows, and nice flying knees, and he's got nice stepping knees. He's got nice knees and elbows in the clinch, and just even really in close combat. Seems to be pretty well rounded. That's tough with cardio, man. I like him. He's huge for lightweight. He's gonna have a 5-inch height and a 4-inch reach advantage here. I think Motta might be a little bit faster, but that's just gonna be in that first round, man. I actually think VanCamp will be able to grapple with him, and I think he'll be able to strike with him too. He took his loss on short notice up a weight class at 170 to what's the dude's name that just got knocked out by Jake Matthews? He fought like 5 times this year. Man, it'll come to me. But, yeah, so, I mean, he was up a weight class on short notice and went in there and landed a couple good shots of his own and actually had him hurt. And if he lands them on Motta, it might be game over. He's fought a low-level competition, though. He's hittable, and he can be swept when he gets the fight to the ground by other great wrestlers. I've seen Bobby Volker. He's an old-school, very experienced guy, being able to do it on the regional scene to him. But I'm going to take Cameron VanCamp here. I'm going to take him. I think he could actually win a decision. I think he could get the finish, but I'm going to call it by decision. I think he can use his grappling here and slow down Motta at +200, and slow down Motta and get this win. He might even be able to land a knockout of his own too. So I might be betting that, man. I've been hitting these dogs. From what I've seen in the tape, I like Cameron VanCamp here. I think he's the more well-rounded fighter. He's way bigger. He's got a good gas tank. As long as he doesn't get caught, he could definitely get the win. So give me Cameron VanCamp here as a big underdog by decision. Next fight's in the men's lightweight division. We got Trey Ogden versus Daniel Zellhuber. Trey Ogden's 15-5, currently sitting at +190. Daniel Zellhuber is 12-0, currently sitting at -230. And this is another fight that I expect to be really good. Trey Ogden, really nice leg kicks, really good boxing with a nice jab, really fast lead head kick. He throws that lead head kick so quickly with that left leg. Pretty good timing on his takedowns. He's pretty good wrestling. He's not like a D1 star, but he's got pretty good wrestling. He's got real good sub defense. He's got good subs himself. He has been subbed, though, actually. His sub defense is good, but then he's taken a couple subs. Like, it's weird because his ground game's pretty freaking good. But 10 finish wins by sub himself. Good top control and ground and pound. He's a pretty well-rounded fighter, man. He's pretty good. He didn't show, like, in his last fight because he was so scared to go to the ground with Jordan Levitt that kind of looked bad, and he kind of let that fight slip out of his hands. But he can be taken down and controlled. You've seen Levitt was able to land a takedown in that first round and control him for about 2 minutes. He's got suspect sub defense, and the fact that he has 3 losses by sub. 2 of them are to Thomas Gifford, which is a terrible look, but he just caught him in a guillotine 2 times in like 1 minute. So and he doesn't check leg kicks. You've seen him get kicked by Jordan Levitt 300 times in the leg. It was ridiculous. Daniel Zellhuber, man, I can't wait to talk about this kid. He is a beast. You've seen him on Dana White's Contender Series getting that win over Lucas Almeida. And now we've seen what Lucas Almeida did to Mike Trezano. That dude's a tough guy, so that this kid's tough. 12-0 undefeated record. Excellent leg kicks. Really good boxing with a 1-2. Excellent head movement and excellent feints, man. I really like what this kid's got, dude. Excellent left counter and left hook. Nice clinch with knees, elbows, and cage control. Like you can tell this kid's been fighting his whole life and been training to do this his whole life. He's got pretty good wrestling, subs, and ground and pound. Very well rounded, but his kickboxing is really nice, man. You've seen, like I said, at the beginning of, and he's very tough and durable. You see at the beginning of the Dana White Contender Series, he was getting beat up, dude, a little bit by Almeida, man. He was taking some big shots, showed a lot of toughness, came back, took them shots, and was able to land some takedowns of his own, and get that win. And like I said, I'm really high on Lucas Almeida, so I'm really high on Zellhuber. The only thing I seen is that he was getting hit really clean with the right hand by Almeida, but other than that, man, this kid, everything about him looked good. He's big for the division. He's 6'1" with a 77-inch reach, where Ogden's 5'11" with a 71.5-inch reach, so he's going to have a 5.5-inch reach and 2 inches of height. I'm taking Zellhuber by club and sub, man. Maybe even just sub, but I like him to be able to hurt Ogden standing and then get the club and sub, man. Zellhuber has really nice subs. And Ogden showed terrible sub defense. So it could just be a KO. It could be a decision, or it could be that club and sub. But Zellhuber is going to get this win. And keep your eye on this kid. This kid is going to be really good. Next fight's in the men's featherweight division. We got Andre Fili versus Bill Algeo. Andre Fili's 21-9, currently sitting at -130. Bill Algeo 16-6, currently sitting at +110. And Andre Fili, man, very well-rounded, trains out of Team Alpha Male his whole career. He's got pretty good offensive and defensive wrestling. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. He's got good ground and pound. His striking is really good, man. He's got very high-paced striking, always in your face, always throwing feints, counters, doing something to make you think. He mixes up his punches and kicks very evenly. You seen what he was doing to Daniel Pineda before that fight got stopped, man. He was hitting him with nice 8-punch combos, hitting him with crazy kicks, body kicks, head kicks. He's got nice step-in knee and knees in the clinch. Excellent cardio pace and toughness, good top control and ground and pound. I like everything about him, and he's got nice power too. I mean, he doesn't have that many finishes, but he throws with pretty good power. And excellent body kicks and head kicks, man. He's gone to decision his last 6 of 7. Terrible takedown defense. Sometimes, like when you see him fought, Sadiq Yusuf and people. Or no, I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong thing. But that was for Bill Algeo with the terrible takedown defense. But with Fili, he's been out grappled by high level guys. He's been finished 4 times, only 2 finishes in 8 UFC fights, and he's hittable. You know what I mean? But he's very tough, got good cardio, and very, very durable. I mean, I know he got caught by Brito in that last fight, but he underestimated him way, way too much. Bill Algeo, man, very high-paced striking, mixes up his knees and kicks evenly. I don't know. I like everything. I like Algeo. I like his pace, pressure. I like that he mixes up his kicks and his punches. But he's not very powerful. He's gone to decision in his last 6 or 7. He's not really getting finishes unless Herbert Burns is quitting. He's got really terrible takedown defense, very, very hittable. I expect Andre Fili to be able to get this win. I think that Fili's more technical on his feet. I think Fili's more powerful on the feet. I think Fili's going to have the wrestling advantage here. I don't know if he's really going to use it, because there's no point in taking Bill Algeo down, because he's got a great get-up game and he's really just making you use gas. But if he needs to, say we get hurt with something or something, he'll have that option to be able to take Algeo down. I really think he's better than Algeo everywhere here, because Algeo usually wins when dudes gas out and stuff, and Andre Fili's never shown that he's gassed out in a fight. So give me Andre Fili. I'm going to take him by decision. I also like the over in this, but I did bet Andre Fili. I got him at -125. I have 1.9 units to win 1.5, and I really like that bet. I think that, like I said, Bill Algeo's not a knockout guy, so he's not going to knock out Andre Fili. This is going to be a 3-round fight with mostly striking, in my opinion. And I think that Fili has the cleaner striking. I think he has the better combos, and I think he hits harder. So I think he's going to land the shots that are going to be better for the judges. So give me Andre Fili there, and in a close, good fight, man. Bill Algeo's tough. Next fight's in the women's bantamweight division. We got Aspen Ladd versus Sara McMahon. Aspen Ladd's 9-3, currently sitting at -135. Sara McMahon is 13-6, currently sitting at +115. And this is going to be a good girls fight, man. Both these girls are good. Both of them like to grapple a lot, so we're going to see who's better at that. Aspen Ladd, really nice offensive and defensive wrestling. Excellent top control and ground and pound. Good power in her left cross. You've seen her drop Kuniskaya with that. She's dropped a couple girls with it, honestly. She does have good power. She was actually hitting Pennington with some nice lefts in her last fight. Really nice left kick to the leg, body, and head. Seems to have excellent takedown defense. Really works the body well with knees, kicks, and punches. And she's got a good clinch of her own. But she can be really low output. She can be held against the cage at times. She can be very hittable at times. And her low output has cost her in her last couple fights. But she does start going crazy in the third round on girls. So there's one thing you have to look out for. Sarah McMahon, man, you've seen her excellent wrestling, very improved boxing and leg kicks. I was surprised when I went back and looked at her last couple fights with like Juliana Pena and Ketlin Vieira, where Carl Rosa, where her striking's looking a little better. I mean, she still wants to wrestle and grapple, but when it's standing, her striking's looking improved. Very fast single leg and body lock takedowns. Excellent jiu-jitsu and top control. One takedown, she can hold the girl down for the whole round. She's got excellent ground and pound. Really nice clinch with knees to the body, and she's really good at holding girls up against the cage until she does get that takedown. She's 1 week from 42 years old, which, is kind of a big thing. She's been finished in 5 of her 6 losses, and she seems to slow way down in the third. Like, she was winning that Juliana Pena fight, won the first 2 rounds, started slowing down towards the end of that second, and then in the third was just gassed pretty much to where she got finished. She looked pretty good against Rosa, though, but Rosa had no takedown defense. Like, she wasn't able to defend any of the takedowns, where Aspen Ladd's going to be defending these takedowns. So, I'm going to take Aspen Ladd, either by decision or third round finish if you're going to play it that way. Aspen Ladd has the better striking. She's going to be the more powerful striker. I think she's going to have the takedown defense to be able to stop these takedowns by the second round and start taking over there and win that second round. And then hopefully by the third round, she'll be able to, like I said, take over all the way where she gets the clear decision, or she might even be able to get a third round finish when she goes nuts. So give me Aspen Ladd in that fight. No bets though yet. No bets though. Men's heavyweight division, we got in the next fight, we got Tanner Boser versus Rodrigo Nascimento. Tanner Boser is 28-1. Tanner Boser is 28-1, currently sitting at minus 195. Rodrigo Nascimento is 8-1, currently sitting at plus 165. Tanner Boser, man, I like this dude as a heavyweight. I really do. He's got excellent movement for a heavyweight, really nice, powerful leg kicks. He's got really good boxing with a really powerful left hook and check left hook that he catches guys with. Nice double jab to overhand right with power. I freaking love that out of him. Excellent power in his left hook. Really nice output and pace. Shows great cardio. Great toughness, hits really hard. It's got some nice knockouts, man. Like I said, throws really good hooks. That overhand right's very powerful. Good. I like the way he moves a lot for a heavyweight too. He's usually pretty hard to take down. I know he got taken down against Ilir Latifi, but he's usually got pretty good takedown defense. But when he does get taken down, that's the only thing, is he's got a kind of a terrible get-up game. I mean, he used defense I was watching against Ovince St. Preux, man. Ovince St. Preux took him down, but Ovince was already gassed, and he was trying to make his way up, but he used defense, Boser, to pull himself up and actually got up and then got the finish right after that. But if St. Preux wouldn't have finished him on the ground, he was going to finish him as soon as they stood up anyways, because St. Preux was gassed. Rodrigo Nascimento, man, decent stand-up striking. He showed at times he can hit with some power, like against Alen Baudot in that second round, but he was getting beat up that first round bad. He's got pretty good body lock and trip takedowns, really top heavy control and ground and pound. Excellent BJJ for a heavyweight, excellent BJJ. If he gets you down, he could probably get the finish. He's got excellent back taking and rear naked choke. He does have nice power in his hands when he connects. He does have pretty good power. You've seen him hitting Baudot and ended up getting him out of there with the standing TKO. But he's slow, man. His striking is terribly slow. He leaves his chin wide up in the air when they're throwing punches. That's why Chris Dawkins was able to just piece him up in like 20 seconds. He doesn't have good striking defense at all, and his chin's suspect, man, which is all terrible. I think that Tanner Boser is going to dominate this guy here. I think he's going to stay out of range of being able to get taken down. I think that he's going to put Rodrigo Nascimento to sleep in the first round here. So first or second round early, man. Tanner Boser's so much faster than Nascimento. He's going to have good enough takedown. Nascimento doesn't have like the greatest takedowns. Like the only person I really seen him take down was Dante Mays, but he's horrible takedown defense too. So give me Tanner Boser by first or second round knockout, and I'm just waiting for that line. That line's going down. It was at minus 200 to minus 210. Now he's at minus 195, and I do not see I think people think that Nascimento is going to go in there and take him down and sub him, but I don't see that happening. Like I don't see that happening at all. Tanner, that's what I was looking for when I went back and looked at tape, because I'm like, man, Ilir Latifi was able to take him down. His takedown defense terrible. It's not, man. I watched him fight, like I said, against St. Preux and all them, and they had trouble taking him down. He was getting up Give me Tanner Boser. Just not impressed with Nascimento at all. Next fight's in the men's middleweight division. We got Chidi Njokuanu versus Gregory Rodriguez, and we know this is going to be a great fight, a really great fight. Chidi Njokuanu is 22-7, currently sitting at -110. Gregory Rodriguez is 12-4, currently sitting at -110. And Chidi Njokuanu, man, crazy Muay Thai. Excellent knees to the body, excellent elbows in that clinch, and coming out of the clinch, you've seen him hit Dusko with that. Very powerful leg kicks, very explosive and powerful with everything he does, really. Throws that 1-2 he hit Barriault with right down the pipe, put him out of there, which is very hard to do. Excellent elbows, like I said, knees. Everything he does is with good power, and he's very tall and long, man. 6'3 with the 80-inch reach, but in this fight, it's going to be close because Rodriguez is 6'2 with an 80-inch reach, so Chidi ain't going to have that big of a size advantage here. With Chidi, he's got suspect takedown defense. He is the black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he's not going to be subbing nobody or nothing, but it does help him to stay out of subs, so I do like that about him, and he's got a pretty good get-up game. But he does in my opinion, has a suspect gas tank. He's been looking good in these two fights in the UFC because they've been getting over so quick, but I've seen other fights outside of the UFC, like John Shalter and Andrei Koritsakov, where he's gassing out a little bit and taking a beat down and kind of giving up a little bit. So man, it's going to be a good fight. Gregory Rodriguez, dude. This dude's so well-rounded. I don't know how he's 12-4. I was saying that before his last fight. He was 11-4, and I'm like, if he loses to Julian Marquez, he'll be the best 11-5 guy I've ever seen in my life. Like, I mean, he's so well-rounded. He's got really nice judo hip tosses, excellent power jab in boxing, really fast, powerful in everything he does. Like, he's like a second-degree black belt or something like that in jiu-jitsu. Like, really high-level jiu-jitsu. Looks like he has great wrestling, great judo, excellent power jab in boxing. Like I said, excellent BJJ and top control and ground and pound. Excellent power in both hands with hooks or straights, and he throws so fast. Like, dude, the shit he was hitting Julian Marquez with was so sick. I mean, like I said, this guy is very well-rounded in jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and striking. That's why I'm going to have to favor him here over Chidi Njokuanu. He does leave himself open to be hit when he gets in firefights. Rodriguez does, and he gets in the firefights often. So that's the only thing in this fight that's worrying me. I don't expect him to get dropped from long distance, really, because, like I said, he's got the reach to hang with Chidi. He leaves his chin up when striking, though, and that's the only other thing. Like, Junior Park had him really hurt, and he got lucky and kind of hit Park with a couple shots that hurt him and finished him. But I'm taking Gregory Rodriguez here. I'm going to take him by finish in that second or third round. I think he's going to use his wrestling and jiu-jitsu here and get that finish, man. I got to take him. He's so much more, like, not to say Chidi ain't well-rounded, but, like, Gregory Rodriguez is high-level wrestling, high-level black belt, and just as good, if not better, striking than Chidi. So I know Chidi's going to have the KO power aspect, but Gregory Rodriguez has KO power too. So give me Gregory Rodriguez, and I probably will bet him. If this line's still just like even money, I probably will throw a bet on Gregory, even though I should just stay away from this fight because these two dudes are both really good, both KO guys, and it's going to be hard to tell who really is going to win this fight. You know what I mean? Because they're both so powerful and stuff that... crazy. But we're to the main event now. Men's bantamweight division. We got Corey Sandhagen versus Yadong Song. Corey Sandhagen is 14-4, currently sitting at -210. Yadong Song is 19-6-1, currently sitting at +175. Yeah, man, great main event. Great main event. Can't wait to watch this fight. Corey Sandhagen, excellent long striking. His kicks, his punches, everything he does is with a rhythm from length with good speed, man. So good at switching stances and jabbing and leg kicking from each side. And he keeps the power. Throws equal powerful leg kicks from a right hand stance or left hand stance. Same thing with jabs and punches, man. Really nice jab, left hook, and left shovel uppercuts, all with his left hand. Just really nice. Nice flying knees and stepping knees. You've seen that a couple times. You've seen it with Frankie Edgar and some other people. That spinning wheelhouse kick that he hit Marlon Moraes with. This dude's very talented. Kicks you in the body, legs, and head from both sides of his body consistently throughout the fight. Constantly working you with that. KO power and knees, spinning kicks, body and head kicks. Punches too, but you just haven't seen it as much. But this dude's dangerous. I love that he's really tall and long. He's going to have 3 inches of height, 3 inches of reach here, and he uses it like really good. You know, some dudes don't use their length really good. He does. He can be taken down. You've seen even TJ Dillashaw was able to land a couple takedowns. He's hittable, and he can be held against the cage. That's what TJ Dillashaw really did to really get that win. So he's got to be able to watch that here. Yadong Song, man, very fast, very explosive and powerful. really fast hands. He really gets a lot of his work done with his hands. Comes forward throwing combos, darting in, man. Super fast right head kick too with power. You got to watch that. You seen him hit Julio Arce with that and touched him up a little bit. KO power and right cross, overhand right and uppercut. You seen him hit Marlon Moraes with the uppercut, send him to shadow realms. Very dangerous with that right hand. Good offensive and defensive wrestling and grappling. Very tough and durable. Things I don't like about him, he can be low output. Really only boxes with minimum kicks. You know, he throws a couple body kicks, couple head kicks. He's susceptible to head kicks himself, even though he's got a very good chin. But like you seen Kyler Phillips, man, kicked him straight in the head. Didn't even hurt him. I don't even understand it. And he can be taken down. That's how he lost that fight to Kyler Phillips. He was taken down, out grappled a little bit. And I've seen him taken down in other fights, but he does have decent wrestling himself when he goes for his offensive wrestling. But here it should pretty much cancel out with both these guys. I got to take Corey Sandhagen in this fight. I like his length and his reach. I think that it can look a lot like Kyler Phillips, but a little better because Kyler Phillips slows down a lot more than Corey Sandhagen does. And I just believe that Corey Sandhagen's going to be able to pick him apart. Yadong Song against Kyler Phillips and a couple other long, like Marlon Vera, a couple other long, tall fighters I've seen him against. He has problems with their speed and their length. You know, he's trying to land these big boxing combinations when they're just picking him apart from the outside and then hitting him with big shots here and there. So I see a lot of that going on here. I'm going to take Corey Sandhagen by decision. I don't think he knocks the Yadong Song out because Song, like I said, is super tough. Now, if he hits him with one of them flying knees or something, yeah, he could. But Yadong Song, I think, has only been knocked out like one time, and that was a long time ago, way earlier in his career. So give me Corey Sandhagen. I'm going to take him by decision. No bets on him yet. May throw a bet on him. We'll see. I'm going to pick some over-unders and other stuff on this card. Like I said, thank you, everybody, for liking, everybody subscribing, and getting me up to pretty much to 1,000 subscribers now. Everybody remember, man, put in your 3-fight parlay that pays the best odds. And if it hits, you get these 3 cards. If nobody hits a 3-fight parlay, we'll go on to the next show, and I'll add some more cards into it to make it more interesting. But appreciate all you guys. I'll be putting out my official bets video on Thursday. Watch all week, man. Check out for our live on Wednesday night. Good luck, everybody, man. We've been killing it. Like I said, I think I've won 6 out of 7 weeks and would have won that 7th one if Bruno Silva would have won. So we're going to kill it. We're going to add on to these 50 units this week. Good luck, everybody. Hit me up in the comments and everything if you got any questions. Go follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you want to get some of these these bets that I have out before I do my official bets video. I'll be posting them on there at Blood Money MMA Bets. Thank you, guys. Check y'all later.